So the piece of art I chose that I feel resonates with me deepest personally is The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. Now, I encountered this world of The Witcher originally back whenever I was playing the first game, sneaking into my parents' living room at night to play it because it's filled with sexual content, language, violence, that sort of thing. My parents were extremely strict. Anyways, anyone who ever played the first Witcher game can tell you it's not well done at all. However, I was viewing this from the perspective of 11 or 12-year-old at the time, and I didn't have that much experience in the world of PC gaming. So naturally, any game with a cool protagonist with a sword and using it to fight monsters sort of deal, I was on board and I loved it. But now that I've replayed the original games as an adult, I notice all the flaws of the game, not including graphics because they were limited by their time, I get it. But there was a terrible UI in the first and second one, honestly. They both had pretty bad gameplay mechanics. The first one was just not well done. I feel like they should have tested it a little bit more. It was terrible gameplay. The second game had pretty arcadey gameplay, sort of. And then there really was a terrible soundboard sound design going on in the first game. Not so much the second one. But what the first and second game both did have that just absolutely it's kept me with this series throughout the years. And that was amazing storytelling and world building. With those two things, at their core of the story, I was able to stay really interested and devoted to this. I'm 23 now, and I was, like I said, 11 or 12 whenever I played the first one. But the reason I'm picking The Witcher 3 is what I'm about to say. Now, they fixed any issue you had with the first or second game that you could ever complain about. They got rid of the awful graphics, the awful character design, the cheesy sound design, and just the bad gameplay, which is one of the biggest reasons the first one is not good. The Witcher 3 gives you more of an open world that has a lot more attention in the story and world itself than most Final Fantasy level linear games do across the entire game. And this is an open world game. And those are the technical reasons this game is my favorite game ever. But as anyone who ever played, the Crysis series can attest to, a graphically and technically beautiful game does not necessarily make it a good game, mostly when dealing with RPGs. And the next reason I'm about to say is what put this as my top tier game of all time. The story of The Witcher 3 can connect to most people in the world, which is the main reasons for its success, in my opinion. It has the whole love and hatred dynamic going on in it that most games have to keep someone interested, in an RPG stance anyways. And then it has the racism and political corruption of our world in it to a certain extent, and the general grit of the real world is in this game. You can make any choice and something will happen in the future of that world that just destroys you. And at the same time, you can make a small little happy choice and later down the road it leads to something beautiful. And it's for these reasons more than any other one that The Witcher 3 is my favorite game ever, and honestly my favorite piece of art I've come across in my life so far. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed my video.